this might be a really bad idea, man, but it's gotten to the point where, like, I really, really want a haircut, and I'm willing to take a risk. So this is gonna be our barber for the day. Have you developed a game plan yet?
I have. I watched a YouTube video and I figured it all out.
Yo, wait, hold up, guys. Take a look at this. Bro, what? If I look like this after this haircut, man, it looks like my face got smushed by a tire. Like, are you about to do a rainbow dye on the side of my head?
I can't.
Wait, what happened to my lips? I look like a witch.
I can't draw, but I have an idea on how to do a fade. I've never done this before.
All right, wish me luck, bros.
Do I need shaving cream?
Come on.
I like me for me. I'ma be what I'ma be. I like me for me. I am who I wanna be. Don't need no apologies, just peace and serenity. No to the jealousy, Wonder Woman identity.
And I think we are done. About halfway through, Julia threw in the towel.
It was hard.
She wasn't feeling too confident, so I kind of faded my own hair. I don't think it looks that bad, at least on the sides. Like, I feel like it looks like I went to a barber, just not that good of a barber. The mistake, though, was on the back. We went too high on the back. I forgot to tell Julia that fades are supposed to come down.
I thought it was more like a bowl cut.
But you know what? Thank you, babe. I love my quarantine fade. Welcome to the video, guys. Today I'm gonna be doing a Q&A with Julia. I asked y'all to send me your questions on Instagram, and we got some pretty juicy ones. So let's jump in. Come on, man. I don't think Siri recognizes me with the quarantine fade. Okay, here we go. Has your relationship been affected in any way, good or bad, during the pandemic?
I'll let you answer this one.
So, during the first week of quarantine, you know, there's a lot of anxiety going around for everybody, us included, and we definitely got in a little fight the first week, but since then, we've been doing pretty good. You guys got to keep in mind that we normally live together, work out together, so it's not like that much different for us.
Yeah, we spend a lot of time together, but I think we're also really thankful we have each other during this time, and we're having a lot of fun. Like, we're playing a lot of Call of Duty, and I'm really getting into it, so I'm enjoying that part.
What is the craziest thing you guys have done together? Craziest thing. Yo, you can't tell anyone this, but you know when you go to the airport and you're waiting to board on the airplane, your ticket has a group number on it, like group 1, 2, 3, 4. I feel like we're always the last group, 7 or 8. So what we do, because we're afraid we're gonna get on the plane, there's not gonna be any room left to put our suitcases. So when they call group like 3 or 4, we get in line and we go on the plane. And our trick is that if it's a guy who's checking the boarding passes, Julia goes first so she can charm him. If it's a girl who's checking the boarding passes, I go first so I can charm her. And we are undefeated.
I'm okay with that, but sometimes he makes me do things that I'm not okay with. Like, there's one time, you know, you can only have like a backpack and a small carry-on. Well, with him, he had like 3 items, and I had my carry-on and my backpack, and he was like, "Hold this." I was like, "I have nowhere to put it."
She had a big jacket, so I was like, "Oh, just wrap it in your jacket."
So I'm wrapped in my jacket, I'm walking on. I must have looked guilty. The lady was like, "Is there something in there?" And I was like, "No, oh my God, like, no, it's just my jacket." And I got on and I almost killed him. I was so upset because she called me out in front of everybody.
On a scale from 1 to 10, how good of a chef are you? How about this? I'll rate Julia how good she is 1 to 10, then she rates me. But keep in mind when you're rating me, rate me as a breakfast chef, because that's the only meal I cook. Julia is a solid 7.5 out of 10. Delicious food. I have to leave room for improvement. You have to be motivated to keep improving. But y'all have seen that buffalo chicken quesadilla she makes. That's a 9 out of 10.
Just for that, I feel like you get like a 4 out of 10. Just for giving me such a low rating.
Yo, what about my breakfast tacos though?
I like your French ass toast.
Try this French ass toast and then tell me with a straight face that this is a 4 out of 10.
No, it's more like a 6 out of 10. You should see his face. I'm kidding, babe. It's like an 8 out of 10.
Next question. What are some things you miss most during quarantine? I'll tell you something I miss. When Julia was not stealing my Tiege Hanley face wash.
Okay, my face wash ran out and I can't go to the store in this time, and I actually really kind of like it.
In case you're not aware, Tiege Hanley is straight up the best skincare system out there for dudes because it's simple, it's easy to use, and it actually works. If you sign up, they're gonna send you a box just like this one right here, and it contains a variety of different creams and lotions that have been designed specifically to work together and give you clear, healthy skin. Like, just because we're in a quarantine, man, it's not an excuse to get lazy and let yourself go. You wanna keep your appearance tip-top shape so that when all of this ends, you come out on top. You know, as part of this box, you're gonna get this daily face wash that Julia keeps jacking from me. You're gonna get their morning moisturizer that I use every single morning, and a bunch of other good stuff. And this is not some of that cheap shit, man. All of this is made from top of the line ingredients like collagen and eucalyptus, which would normally cost you a lot, but because Tiege Hanley sells directly to the consumer, they can offer it for a super affordable price. And because they're sponsoring today's video, if you click that first link in description, you can get an even better deal on your first box of Tiege Hanley. I'm gonna go ahead and toss this up here so Julia stops jacking it. So we're about to hit a home workout, but I just realized we still didn't answer your boy's question. He asked, what are some of the things you miss most during quarantine? Julia?
Ooh, I think I miss like the freedom to like go outside and kind of do whatever I want, like go to restaurants, hang out with friends. I miss my family, but yeah, I think those are the biggest ones.
And we can still go outside, and we can still get takeout from restaurants.
Okay, all right, but I just feel like we're like stuck.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I miss the gym. And yes, we have a dope home gym that we built, but there's something about being in a gym with other people sweating and putting in work.
Sweating?
Yeah, other people sweating and putting in work. It just creates this environment that gives you an emotional high. And then travel. We had to cancel like 3 trips because of the coronavirus, which sucks, but at the end of the day, not that big of a sacrifice. Let's get this workout.
Workout complete.
Gains, bro. How often do you guys have sex?
Why'd you say that so weird?
Because we're talking about sex. So here's the thing, man. It varies, right? Because if there's a period where one of us is super stressed out and anxious, maybe it doesn't happen every day. But then when you're quarantined like this and you're just in the house all the time, like usually when you have sex, you're in the house, right? Like not always, but usually you're in the house. So there's just so much opportunity that right now for sure it's happening every day. But if we're in a super busy time, maybe it's every 2 or 3 days. I'd say on average, maybe the last year, every other day.
I think we have more sex than most people. Let's just put it that way.
Speaking of sex, are you considering having kids? Love the content, bro. Yeah, we're thinking about it.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely want kids, and I'm nowhere near wanting kids yet. I'm only 26, so I want to wait a few years. But yeah, I definitely want lots of kids. I definitely want to adopt. That's something we've talked about. I just think there's so many kids out there that needs homes, so why not adopt?
We've agreed we're going to take it one at a time, right? I know I want 2 kids is ideal for me, 2 boys, but I think that's because I grew up with me and my brother. She wants 3, but again, she grew up with a brother and a sister.
I had but the best of both worlds. Like,
So I think what we do is we have one, see how it goes, maybe have another, see how it goes, and then if we want a third, that would be the one we'd adopt. But yeah, like Julia said, this is not something that's about to happen like next week. No quarantine babies over here. You know, maybe 2, 3, 4 years down the line. Is it safe to take these off now?
yes.
Julia made a rule for us that when we go in the elevators, we gotta wear the mask because it's a small space and other people get in there sometimes.
And before you guys freak out, we got these masks donated to us, boxes of them, and I have given them out to nurses, doctors. We've been giving them to everybody. But these surgical masks actually do something. They help 50% fight off because corona is an airborne virus. So if you have one, wear it. It'll help.
That's facts right there. Has Julia ever thought about making a clothing line? So obviously we have Edge that we both work on together, and that's all men's clothing. But I will say that we are thinking about expanding to women's clothing. We're even going to start making some samples for some women's clothing. The problem is that my audience is primarily who we sell Edge to, right? And y'all are like 97% dudes. So there's some girls out there. It just doesn't make that much sense for us to go heavily into the women's market right now, because we don't have that much of a female audience to sell it to.
So if you guys have girlfriends or girls you're seeing, you know, tell them to send them our way because we're making some female clothes. I'm so excited about it. It's gonna definitely take some time, but hopefully by next year we'll have some stuff.
I like me for me. I'ma be what I'ma be. I like me for me. I am who I wanna be. Don't need no apologies, just peace and serenity. No to the jealousy, Wonder Woman identity.
Yeah, we are in and out. About to have a couple juicy burgers in my mouth. Some crispy fries, now they're in the mouth. Because we are in and out, and it's in our mouth. I don't know what song I'm picking for this video yet, so I hope I was on beat. But in case you didn't notice, we're in and out. Can I get a double animal style, no cheese though, and then a basic cheeseburger?
Would you like onion on that?
Yeah.
Yes, please. Awesome. Thank you so much. You too. Yo, low key, she wasn't wearing gloves when she gave me this, or a face mask. But we are at In-N-Out, and I am gonna eat this. So the burgers at In-N-Out are always fire. The big question mark is the fries. Like sometimes they're not cooked well enough, sometimes they're too well cooked. Today they're on point though. What's the biggest thing you miss about living in Boston? So if you're new to the channel, I grew up just south of Boston. I lived in Boston for many years. Julia grew up in New Hampshire. Both of us moved to Austin, Texas about 2 years ago. And honestly, man, there's not much that I miss about Boston. Like, I like living here better pretty much every aspect of my life. I guess my bros, but they all left Boston. Except for Rachel and Celoy. You guys are still in Boston holding it down. I appreciate you.
Yeah. I don't think I miss much. I mean, I went to grad school there. I met this cutie, but I do have some friends still there that hopefully if you're watching, I do miss them. But I don't miss shoveling our cars out to like at 5 a.m. in the freezing cold.
Oh my God.
I'm
getting anxiety. Stop talking about it.
Austin's just 10 times better.
How do you feel about Brady leaving the Patriots? So we're going to have very different views on this one. I already know. I'm not mad, man. We just had the longest dynasty run of any team in sports history. Like, we dominated everybody who's not a Patriots fan for years, bro. So I'm not mad at him for leaving. Like, he gave us something that no other sports fan's ever going to have.
I feel like I can't even talk about it. As someone that grew up in New England, we don't have like the Southern big college football teams. Like, the Patriots was it for us, and we are diehard fans. And is there no loyalty? Like, does he not know how much we love him? And the fact that he didn't want to finish his career with us, like, I can't. It's all about money.
You're being too hard on Tom. I don't think it was about the money. I think him and Bill Belichick weren't agreeing about what the next step was. So, thank you, Tom. I appreciate you. Did you have to change any wedding plans because of the virus?
Yes, sir.
So, By the way, Julie's my fiance. We're engaged. I know the title of this video is Q&A with my girlfriend, but that's just a better YouTube title, okay?
We had plans to go to Spain. We were meeting a wedding planner. We're getting married in Spain because that's where David's family's from.
And it's an amazing place.
Amazing. So we had all these plans, but now we might have to push back our wedding, but we'll see. Nothing's set in stone yet.
Yeah, we weren't really aiming till 2021 yet. But who knows? It could be 2022 at this point. You know, we just gotta wait and see what happens.
Yeah.
Favorite movie or show you've seen on Netflix while quarantined? My favorite movie is definitely the Mark Wahlberg one. Post Malone's in there. It's called
good.
Spencer Confidential. It's hilarious. There's some good action in there too. And for shows, Julia really likes the Tiger King one.
Guys, he doesn't want to watch it. He's like, how can these people be real? But I think, I'm a huge animal lover, and I think what they did was awful, so I'm so dying to find out what happens.
I don't like watching it, but I'll be honest, once it's on, like, I'm glued to the screen. I'm like, this doesn't make sense. This isn't real. The other show that we started last week is Altered Carbon. We're 4 episodes in now. I really like it, and it's growing on me more and more. I don't think Julia's 100% sold on it yet.
I like it. It's different.
It's better than the Tiger King. Anyway, we are going to sit back and watch the episode now. I appreciate you guys watching this video. If you're still watching at this point, thank you so much, bro. Give the video a thumbs up. If you're new to the channel, go ahead, click subscribe, and turn notifications on, because I drop 2 new videos every single week, and you don't want to miss them. I will talk to all of y'all in the next video. Stay beastly.